Ever caught yourself saying, I'm so jealous over her vacation? But were you really jealous or was it envy? In American culture, we often mix these emotions up, so even our dictionaries have started blending them together. But here's the kicker: envy and jealousy are not the same. Understanding the difference can change how you see yourself, your relationships, your culture, and regulate your emotions. I'm Dr. Alyona Prihitka, and on my channel, I discuss emotions, emotion regulation, and self worth. So, the real difference between envy and jealousy, the actual difference is that envy is when you desire something someone else has. It's about wanting and comparison. So, for example, you see a friend with a brand new car and you think, I wish I had that, or house. Oh, I wish I had that. So that's envy. And jealousy is when you're afraid of losing something you already have, especially in relationships. So, for example, you feel uneasy, discomfort, anxiety when your partner spends time with someone else. So that's jealousy. Envy is about wanting, jealousy is about keeping. But in English language, these emotions often get tangled up. So why? So before we explore why we confuse envy and jealousy, let's talk about monkeys. Yep, actual monkeys. Um, I was surprised, honestly, I didn't know that. So researchers have observed that capuchin monkeys experience envy when they see another monkey receive a better reward for the same task. So in one study, one monkey was given a grape while another got a cucumber. So the monkey with the cucumber saw the other one getting a better reward and threw the cucumber away in frustration. Poor monkey. So that's envy. Seeing someone else get something better and feeling upset about it. Usually people feel very angry and they rarely admit it's envy. So monkeys also can get jealous. Studies show that they can feel jealous in social relationships. For instance, in primate groups, male monkeys exhibit jealousy when their mate interacts with another male. They become defensive or aggressive to protect their bond. So that's jealousy. Protecting what you already have from a potential rival. These emotions have evolutionary roots. It's about survival and procreation. So, monkeys have these emotions, we have them. Why don't we really see the difference? Well, because a language isn't static, it evolves over time, and so do the meanings of words. There was this historical shift in English. In early English, envy and jealousy were distinct terms. So over time, jealousy became the dominant word for both emotions. Why? So it's because writers, poets, and media started using jealousy in contexts where envy would be more accurate, because it was a stronger emotional word. So modern dictionaries now list jealousy as a synonym for envy due to prolonged misuse, which leads to official definitions just shifting. Another reason is American English prefers emotional simplicity. It often uses broad terms to describe emotions. Unlike some other languages, we lack subcategories for different types of emotions, making it easier for words to blur together. Also, we have clearly social media and pop culture. It reinforces the confusion. Phrases like "I'm so jealous" are commonly used even when "I'm envious" would be correct. So this casual misuse cements the confusion over time. And it's, fascinating how different cultures see and understand emotions differently. Not all cultures confuse envy and jealousy like we do in America. So some societies have clear distinctions between them and even recognize multiple types of envy. So, for instance, in Japan, the Japanese language separates envy into two categories. There is urayamashi, a positive, admiring form of envy, and there is a nice word, shito, a more intense, negative jealousy. So, this distinction allows Japanese speakers to express these emotions more precisely. In Germany and the Netherlands, in German Neid and Dutch Benichten, envy is seen as an emotion tied to resentment more, while jealousy, Eifersucht, jealousy, is more about relationships. So these two are not confused. In Spain and Latin America, Spanish has distinct terms: envidia, envy, and celos, jealousy. However, in some regions, celos can also mean envy, showing how cultural context influences language. And in Slavic languages, you can hear my Russian accent. In Russian and other Slavic languages, envy, зависть, is often seen as a destructive emotion, while jealousy, ревность, pertains more to guarding relationships. While envy is socially condemned, making people hesitant to admit they feel it, jealousy is used, people say, okay, so he's jealous of you, it means he loves you. So why do we struggle in America with these words? Well, it goes back to emotional literacy. There is, I'd say, a lack of emotional education in the United States. So one major reason Americans confuse envy and jealousy is the lack of emotional vocabulary education. So we don't really teach emotional intelligence well enough. Unlike subjects like math or science, emotions aren't systematically taught. Well, some schools have social emotional learning programs, but they only usually cover basic emotions, leaving complex ones like envy and jealousy unexplored. And we have this focus on action over reflection, emphasize problem solving over introspection. So people are encouraged to fix or control emotions without fully understanding them. And self-help culture lacks precision. Many self-help courses discuss negative emotions broadly rather than distinguishing between different kinds of envy, jealousy, or resentment. So what can we do? How can we improve emotional literacy? Well, first of all, I believe, need to integrate emotional vocabulary into school curricula from preschool. Seriously. We need to encourage media to use these terms correctly. We need to promote emotional awareness as a core life skill, like financial literacy, which is also not taught that much, but it's crucial. Oh, I have so many clients who have difficulties identifying their emotions. So it's not just about semantics, it transforms our self-awareness and it helps us to regulate our emotions. And recognizing envy can motivate self-improvement rather than fostering resentment and suppressing it, and identifying jealousy allows us to strengthen relationship security instead of acting out of fear. We need to enhance emotional intelligence. The more precisely we can identify our emotions, the better we can manage them and express them. So next time you feel that twinkle of jealousy, ask yourself, do I want what they have? Or am I afraid of losing what's mine? If this video helped you see envy and jealousy differently, hit the like button and subscribe for more insights into human psychology, emotions, and envy and jealousy.